Hello everybody, K-Whip here, and welcome to another Destiny 2 video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the balance of power. And by that, I mostly mean the power weapons in the game, specifically in PvP, just because that's kind of my thing. So I'm going to be talking about the balancing of the power weapons in relation to each other, and also in relation to the other weapons in the game. So first off, I'll talk about easily the two strongest options for power weapons in PvP right now. And those have got to be the Retro Futurist Shotgun and the main ingredient Fusion Rifle. Now starting off with the shotgun, they gave us a really good one. The thing has extremely good impact and a huge range statistic, as well as it has a fire rate that is about as fast as like a full auto Matador. So this shotgun actually ends up being like a full auto Matador. And it even has great mid-air accuracy, so it's like one before the nerf to shotguns. So the Retro Futurist has a very high impact, a very high range, and quite a high rate of fire, and this makes it so it's an extremely difficult weapon to counter because it can one-shot from many ranges, or you can shotgun melee someone, or you can just slide shotgun and get someone a little bit weak and then quickly pop off another shot and kill them. And then when it comes to the Fusion Rifle is in what was quite a good archetype in Destiny 1. It's got a lot of impact, it's got also a huge range stat. And then it seems as consistent as like a Saladin's Vigil, or even more consistent than that. And it's one of the best fusions that I've ever used. So this thing is consistently killing people from the close to medium range. And if you come across someone with a fusion, it feels basically like certain death. So between the Fusion Rifle and the shotgun, they are both extremely strong and, as I've made points for, very difficult to counter. With the time to kill on these primary weapons, there is so much time for people to either charge up a Fusion Rifle or just sprint at you and slide shotgun you before you can even get close to killing them. So to me, when I see someone picking up shotgun ammo or Fusion Rifle ammo, it feels more like there's now heavy ammo on the map, and it's something that's going to be extremely hard to counter unless you're kind of grouped up in like a team of 3 or team of 4. So if the shotguns and Fusion Rifles are this strong, then the other power weapons have to be quite good in the Crucible too, right? Not exactly. They're actually quite a large notch underneath the shotgun and the Fusion. The one that's probably closest to their level is the Sniper Rifle, and the Sniper is really not even that great. The handling on the Sniper is pretty average, nothing impressive, nothing to make it feel like a heavy weapon. But then there's the issue of there being still a ton of flinch to Sniper Rifles, so if you get hit by like a pulse or an auto rifle, and pulses are extremely widely used in the beta right now, the amount of flinch that you're going to be getting hit with, there's basically no chance that you land a shot. And then the Sniper has so little impact that you can't even double body most of the people you go up against. Like you see, I don't even double body this Hunter, who has a very low resilience, aka armor stat. Now to be fair, the Sniper had quite a decent amount of aim assist, and this could just be the weapon's archetype. There's probably archetypes that do a whole lot more damage, at least there better be, because not even breaking someone's shield on a body shot does not seem strong whatsoever. Now for something similar to the Sniper Rifle, the Linear Fusion Rifle. This gun is kind of like a Fusion Rifle Sniper hybrid, like the Queenbreaker's bow. However, don't get too excited because it is no Queenbreaker's bow. It's got a charge rate quite a bit longer than Queenbreaker's, and it seems to have quite a significant amount less of aim assistance. This gun also will come with a whole lot of flinch, but I feel like it's a bit easier to fight through than the Sniper. It was probably the most difficult power weapon to get used to, and you really had to pre-charge constantly to try to pick up kills with it. The one saving grace on the weapon though was that it had lightning fast handling. However, that's not nearly enough to make this weapon feel like a power weapon. Then the last two options for the power weapons are the Grenade Launcher and the Rocket Launcher, and both these are pretty mediocre options. The Grenade Launcher is going to take 2 hits to kill, I think at least every time, and you only come with 4 bullets. And the Grenade Launcher seems quite inconsistent and can be countered by the extremely difficult ability of jumping. And then for the Rocket Launcher, you only spawn in with 1 rocket. It felt like a pretty consistent kill. When I was very close to hitting someone, I got the kill just about every time. But regardless, this doesn't really seem worth using because you can get a whole lot more kills with a shotgun or a Fusion Rifle, and you're really only going to get probably an average of 1 kill, maybe even less, using this rocket. So quickly, I want to look at how the power weapons have each changed from Destiny 1. When you look at shotguns, they are equivalent to probably their best state of Destiny 1. and they are better than they are in the current state of Destiny 1. Fusion rifles, probably better than their best in Destiny 1. When you look at sniper rifles, compared to the best days of sniper rifles, less handling, far less impact, especially on body shots, and much more flinch. And I'd say the sniping is actually quite similar to the state of sniping right now in Destiny 1, where it's kind of like you have to hit the first shot, or you're just not going to land a snipe because you'll be getting flinched too much. So in that way, you kind of just have to stay back, play with your team a lot, and just pick off people who aren't even shooting at you. And then when you look at the linear fusion rifle, which is basically just an adaptation of the Queenbreaker's bow, which was never really considered a meta weapon or that great of a weapon in Destiny 1, it also got worse than the Queenbreaker's bow. Doesn't have as much aim assistance, isn't as easy to use, and has a slower charge rate, as well as a whole lot less ammo, so it's really just not even as good as Queenbreaker's, which wasn't even that great in Destiny 1. The grenade launchers obviously weren't in Destiny 1, rocket launchers were in Destiny 1, you usually got 2 rockets, maybe 3 from picking up heavy. In this game, you only get 1. I feel like the rockets are just about as consistent in Destiny 1 as Destiny 2. And yeah, so 2 weapons got better, and then 4 weapons mostly got worse. And those same 2 weapons are feeling just about as strong as heavy ammo, while the other 4 feel worse than special ammo in Destiny 1. And the power weapons should be strong with how rare it is to get them, and so I feel like they should make at least most of the options a whole lot better. I think there has to be some decrease to flinch with snipers, maybe increase the handling, make them feel really good if shotguns are going to be back at their peak and fusion rifles are going to feel this great as well. Linear fusions definitely need a faster charge rate and maybe a decrease to flinch as well. They have to feel strong too if they're going to be that power weapon, because I don't think that they're going to have much utility in PvE, so there's got to be some place where the weapon shines. Nade launchers, honestly, I don't think they should get that much better. Maybe just bump up their ammo by a little bit. Maybe give them 6 grenade launchers. I don't want those things one-hitting. Jesus, that would get annoying. But if they're going to be as good as the shotguns and fusion rifles, they got to be better. And then the rocket, to keep it in balance with like shotgun, fusion rifle, probably give it 2 rockets. But again, that's one that thing really is like a heavy weapon, so I don't want them to go nuts with that. The other option would be to tone down the shotgun and the fusion rifle a bit and bring them back so they aren't as strong, because I feel like they got rid of heavy ammo for a reason, and we don't need weapons feeling that strong again and that dominating over the game once they're in the game. So I think they probably need to tone down the shotgun and the fusion and give other things a buff a little bit, and then things would be pretty balanced in the Crucible. Or they could bring everything up to the shotgun and the fusion's level and probably increase the time to kill on primaries, so when the opportunity rises you can get a ton of kills with that power weapon, but they can still be countered a bit better by the primaries. But yeah, that's like the entire state of power weapons in Destiny 2 right now, just for the beta. Of course, it's all subject to change, and we don't know what other perks and what other archetypes are out there. But looking at the beta, looking at the weapons they've given us, this is kind of the state of all the power weapons right now. But anyway, that's going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and see you later.